Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about American politics, and specifically I want to talk about the vibe around the Charlie Kirk event. So we're almost 2 weeks, we're about a week and a half out from the Charlie Kirk event, and we just had his memorial. And I wanted to give you an update on where I'm at and why I'm doing the content that I'm doing on this the way I'm doing it. So one, I have been fairly quiet about this, and the reason why is this looks different than any political event I've seen in a long time, and specifically I feel like it is white hot like a oven, right? Like this thing can burn you on both sides. I think people can get burned on the left and get burned on the right by saying the wrong thing about this. So I've been very and I wanted to talk. So basically, I always pay attention to, the mainstream media. I pay attention to my trusted sources in the media that are news sources, our political sources, our historical sources, and I listen to all of that. But one of the things that got me a little bit wary about talking about this was my personal connections. So I have friends who are unmitigated conservatives, right? I am a conservative, but I am very much a mitigated conservative, right? I'm a conservative right now, right? But I voted for Obama twice. I rooted for, and I voted for Andrew Yang, and my main interest in 2024 was Vivek Ramaswamy, right? So I am a very mitigated conservative, but the unmitigated conservatives, they are furious about this situation. They are very angry. And the reason why is they're considering this event personally, right? And that's one of the reasons why I'm very wary of saying anything on this. Is I realize the conservatives are processing this as a personal event. They're not processing this as a political event. They're not processing this as a historical event. And I also realize that my commentary is completely political, completely historical. That I would like to do on this is completely political, completely historical, with no personal edge at all, right? With no personal grounding, right? This is not a personal event for me. This is a political event and a historical event. But what I've seen with the Charlie Kirk event, is that conservatives are considering this almost completely as a personal event, right? They're not processing it as a political event or a historical event. And so I'm extremely wary of doing commentary that is coming completely from a political and a historical perspective when it's going to be received in a very personal, emotional manner, right? And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying I've never seen an event like this that was processed this personally by one side, right? And actually, I even think the left is processing this very personally as well on their side, but from a completely different emotional grounding, emotional stance. So if it seems like I'm very light on this content, you're correct. This thing is as hot as an oven burner, right? And I'm very wary to speak on it because I don't want political and historical commentary to be received completely personally, and then be surprised when that goes sideways, right? So just want to give you a heads up on that, and just an observation that this event really does look different than anything I've seen in a long time. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when we get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing and have a fetch millennium.